Hello, everybody. Welcome to TOI Sports. We are back again with our daily cricket show. Beyond the Boundaries, the name of the show. As always, we've got a power packed show, and we've got Dwaipen Datta joining us from Chennai. Nitin Naik joins us from Mumbai, and making a comeback,
Hi.
much like Shubman Gill to India's T20 squad, is Manuja Virappa, who's joining us from Bengaluru. Thanks a lot, all three of you, for joining us today. Starting off with you, Dwaipen. You made a prediction yesterday about the squad, but before that, we'll see India's Asia Cup squad as announced by Ajit Agarkar earlier today in rainy Mumbai. Interesting squad. They have announced Shubman Gill makes a return after almost a year as the vice captain of the T20 squad. And we've got Kuldeep Yadav also back in the squad, and Jasprit Bumrah also returns to the T20 setup for the first time since the T20 World Cup. Any hits, any misses for you, Dwaipen?
Any misses as in it's difficult to say. What is about Shreyas Iyer not being there is could be, you can say that it is a miss, but then it is about the 15 and where would you have fitted him in? Well, that is the thing. And once you have decided on Shubman Gill playing, as I was telling you yesterday, that Shubman Gill is being seen as an all format captain. They are seeing him as an all format captain, and I did not expect him to be made the vice captain here only here in Asia Cup. I thought maybe after the Asia Cup they will do it, but they have done it right away. They don't want to waste any time and just go straight into that World Cup mode. So no, I I don't see any uh, major exclusions here. Shreyas Iyer could have been there, yes, and other than that, it's fine. The team looks fine. The thing is, Sanju Samson's demotion. Like Sanju Samson obviously doesn't get to open now, so either he bats at number three ahead of Tilak Varma, which I do not think will happen given Tilak Varma's explosive batting form. If that does not happen, then Sanju Samson is no longer a part of the 11. So even though he is in the squad, he may not be in the 11. So you can interpret that as a miss.
Dwaipen, I just want to throw your squad as well. You predicted a squad yesterday. Let's see your squad that you predicted in the show yesterday. Want to know what's the big change from that? From the squad that you mentioned, are you seeing any similarities or any misses from that?
I
Dwaipen, your
had
thoughts on Nitin's squad and your squad as well.
Yeah, I will just make two changes to Nitin's squad. I think Shreyas Iyer has a chance in place of Rinku Singh, and I think Harshit Rana comes in place of Prasidh Krishna. My squad. The rest stays the same.
So interesting. So we saw picture in picture right there. Selectors obviously agreed with you on one point, did not agree with you on Shreyas Iyer's point. And there's a lot of anger about Jaiswal also not being there. We'll come to that. This is your squad from yesterday. More or less the squad that the selectors have picked, except one change. Moving to Nitin. Nitin, any hits and misses for you from the squad announced today by Ajit Agarkar?
Um, Maybe the exclusion of Washi. I think I was hoping that Washington would really make it, because I think what has happened here is the selectors, by appointing Shubman as the vice captain, I think have indirectly put Surya on notice, or maybe intentionally put Surya Kumar Yadav on notice. Uh, I mean, we were having a discussion. I was discussing this on offline with Wi-Fi, and he felt that he secretly wants. I mean, he harbors the ambition of playing the LA 2028 cricket, the cricket part in the Olympics. But I think with now Gill being appointed as vice captain, and obviously the brand story of Shubman is at play over here, and India want a very saleable, marketable face as their all format leader. So I think that also has played a part in in Shubman's in Shubman's appointment as vice captain, and as Dwaipayan rightly pointed out, it demotes Sanju Samson here. I wanted two names in the squad that was announced by Ajit Agakaya. One was Prasidh Krishna and one was Washington Sundar. Because I think the batting lineup, if they play with just seven batters, then I think your tail starts from number 8. With Washi there, I think he could have given you additional batting depth, which this regime almost demands. But I think a fairly balanced squad, a good squad. Just with Bumrah's inclusion, really gives the bowling more teeth. And I think if they do not win this Asia Cup, if you see the strengths of the other teams, then I think it will be a huge loss of face for India. I think they are, even if they play, I think to 50% of their ability, I think they should win this tournament.
Manuja, welcome back. I just want to check with you. What's your take on the squad that's been announced Asia Cup?
I'm more or less in sync with Nitin. I thought Prasidh Krishna was one miss for me. And Washington Sundar, like he adds depth and the bowling part of it. The hype around Shreyas Iyer, everybody is talking about Shreyas. The question is, where do you fit him in? You can feel for him. He's done nothing wrong. He's done well for himself. But in this squad of especially Shubman, Abhishek Sharma, Tilak Varma, where do you fit him in? You can't bat him at 7. No? And what is his utility in comparison to these players? So, I mean, he misses out, but I think this is a very well-rounded team.
Dwaipan, there are a few questions. Arvind Atreus has a question. He says, if you ask opposition who you don't want to bowl to in power play, they'll say Jaiswal and not Gill. That's a fact. What's your take?
I'm not very sure about it. I think both are explosive on their days. Both equally good batters. Like I do not know whether bowlers will be more fearful of uh, Jaiswal than Gill. I am not sure about it. I think both are great. Uh, both can come good on their days. And Abhishek Sharma currently has a strike rate of 194 in international T20s. That is kind of kept him in the business. But if he doesn't get runs here, as in at least in 3 games out of the 6 that India, 3 plus 3 7 that they play, at least 3 games, if he doesn't get runs, then that place can go to Jaiswal. Like eventually, it may go to Jaiswal. So, but I don't think it is very difficult to choose. Like both are equally talented, uh, both are explosive. Gill has a probably has few more factors going in his favor. Brand value being one of those, though margin, but yeah. So
So
those,
just to counter you, Shubman Goel says Jaiswal power play strike rate in IPL 2025 177 versus Gill 143.
okay,
It's
yeah,
just
true.
comment.
Yeah, but it is not absolutely without basis. I agree. Like Jaiswal is explosive. Jaiswal has that explosive quality. In fact, given a choice, if it was me, I would have gone for Gill and Jaiswal and not Abhishek Sharma. I am not a great fan of Abhishek Sharma because Abhishek Sharma is very easy to get dismissed by quality bowlers. I have seen that Mitchell Stark and etc. Once they swing that ball in at a pace, he's not a great batter, but he has that kind of an X factor to him. Sometimes when he clicks, he runs away with it. Surya Kumar loves him, so those are the reasons why he is there. But I won't be surprised if Jaiswal ends up playing the T20 World Cup because Abhishek Sharma will be under a lot of pressure.
So Shubham Mishra has one more comment. No sir, both are not explosive. Any day choose Jaiswal in T20, but हमारे यहाँ अभी तक लोग T20 फॉर्मेट ही नहीं समझ पाए हैं.
But world champion to hai T20. We are the T20 world champions. We have the best league in the business. We are the best team in the business. Our third team beats every other team in the world. So I don't understand where this narrative of India does not understand T20 cricket come from.
Okay. Okay, we have a set of questions, Nitin, on Shreyas Iyer. So I'll take all of them one by one. Nagaraju Dananna, right at the start, even before we started, feels sad for Shreyas, real politics here. Then there is another comment by Arvind Atreyas. How come Shreyas is not in T20? Something is actually fishy. Please tell actual reason. Okay, and then there is also Pushpa Vati who says, what so much PR for Iyer? Really, Iyer doesn't deserve in T20? And Arvind Atreya says justice for Shreyas Iyer, not even in 20. Uh, and what else? There is one more comment. There are a couple of other comments about Iyer. And there was one more comment that Ajit Agarkar has a problem with Shreyas Iyer since his Mumbai days. Yeah, Arvind Atreya only. Agarkar had issues with Iyer since Mumbai days, and with Gambhir, we all know. So, Nitin, over to you.
Yeah, I think that I don't think there's any personal bias here, but I think it's just that uh, if as a leader or as a team management, you just trust a certain set of individuals more than the other. It's, I mean, to give a very sports desk kind of an analogy. I hope that the readers identify, but I'm sure my other two colleagues here would. अगर कोई एक somebody makes a cricket page better than and someone else makes a football page better, and on a cricket heavy news day, I would give the person who makes the cricket page a little bit, I would favor him more to work or to function on that day. So, and I'm sure the same is the case with Shreyas. But yes, even I have heard theories that Shreyas Iyer is not really liked by both Gambhir as well as Agarkar. But let's not forget that he was dropped from the Test team under the previous regime as well, from by Rahul Dravid also. So let's not attach any theories or any, what do we say, any personality bias over here. But I feel that in this lineup, where to bat him becomes a bit of a problem. You have Gill, you have Abhishek, you have Sanju, you have Surya, you have Tilak. So where will you pick him? And yes, he's a ferocious hitter against spin, but at the moment, sadly, his career seems to be restricted for only one format. And let's not forget, had Virat Kohli not come up with that knee injury in Nagpur, maybe he would not have played the Champions Trophy also. So it's only because Virat Kohli got injured and he got a chance to play and score a half century there that he actually ended up featuring in the Champions Trophy.
Manuja, I have this conspiracy theory based on what Tuapan also said, that eventually Jaiswal will go out because Shubman is vice captain. He'll end up opening the in the T20 World Cup as well, and then Abhishek Sharma will go out, and Jaiswal will come into the lineup. And Samson, because he can't bat anywhere below number 3, he'll also go out of the squad. Jitesh will be the backup, and Pant will zoom back in into the T20 World Cup squad. Am I right in my assessment?
I don't think so. Uh, See, I think this is a squad that is being built for the World Cup. Uh, I think anybody who wants to come back in will have to earn their places. Like Vaipan said, Abhishek Sharma in this squad has a lot to prove. Offers a great left hand right hand combination with Gill to open. Uh, they tick a lot of boxes. Jaiswal, yes. It depends on how long is the rope going to be for Abhishek Sharma in this context. But because he definitely has Jaiswal, breathing down his neck, and he's in the reserves, like you quoted Virat's instance in Nagpur. Never know how Jaiswal comes into the squad. If he comes in and scores, yeah, it's going to be difficult to replace him later. But
Uh, uh,
conspiracies, no, I don't see conspiracies here. I know Chandresh, you thought I'll have something else to say, but yeah, I don't see conspiracies here. This is work in progress for the World Cup.
Okay. Dwaipan, we've got a comment from Shubman Goel. He says BCCI putting all their eggs in the Gill basket, and with these riches India has in T20, is it wise to do so? And Kiran Kumar Sports says Iyer is more deserving than Gill. One more thing, why is Gill vice captain? That vice captaincy position, he is definitely playing 11. Drop one for Sanju or Abhishek or Tilak after their recent performances. Is BCCI doing the right thing in your view?
In putting all eggs in the gill basket. Yeah, I think they prefer going that way. Like this is this has been historically their way to go. They want one captain. They enjoy it when, and India has had success when they had one captain. Uh, to 2011 World Cup, 2013 Champions Trophy, even to 2007, uh, Dhoni was about to take over as the Test captain. Everyone knew that Dhoni is going to be the Test captain going forward. Kumble was a bit of a stopgap thing. Uh, so that is the thing. So Rohit Sharma then, so 2024. So it has been a case. So it is a tried and tested policy. I think it works. In Indian management feels comfortable with one captain, and that is why they are going. They see the potential in Gill to be one for to play in all formats, and if he is an automatic choice in all formats, there is no problem in him being the captain in all three formats. And Iyer thing, yes, one thing I am I will say that Iyer not being there in the five reserves is a very important thing. I do not think Indian selection committee will look beyond this 20 now for the Champions Trophy unless there is some sort of for the World Cup unless there is some injury or something. So he not featuring in the next five is a worry for him. That's why that gives me the impression that they are not looking at Iyer as a T20 player at the moment. I'm surprised that they're looking at Rian Parag ahead of Shreyas Iyer. I'm really surprised.
So there's a comment here for you, Dwaipan. We are just human. Didi Bhai, you need to come out of love for Indian batters because it's your bowlers like Bumrah, Kuldeep, Pandya, Varun Chakravarti, Arshdeep who make opposition life difficult. That makes you excellent T20 unit.
Yes and no. Uh, yes, the T20 World Cup final was won by I think Jasprit Bumrah and Surya Kumar Yadav's catch. I agree with that. The T20 World Cup final, I am saying. But then after that, the matches that we have won, we have scored 200 plus runs and we have won. Like your Bumrah was not playing. The other bowlers are fine. It is Bumrah. Like Bumrah is the bowler. Bumrah is one and a half bowlers. The rest are they are comparable with any other team. Once Bumrah is not there, everything gets cancelled out. But Bumrah is one and a half, 4 overs uh, on a bad day, 24 runs is basically is making it an 18 over game. Every match when Bumrah plays, India plays an 18 over game. So yes, I agree that Bumrah being there is a different kettle of fish. Like India becomes uh, almost an unbeatable unit. You need a massive upset to beat India.
Okay, Nitin, there are a few questions. Shin Chan says, एक तरफ ये लोग बोलते हैं स्टार कल्चर कलम खत्म करना है, दूसरी तरफ गिल को हर फॉर्मेट में पिक करके वाइस कैप्टन बना रहे हैं. चलो मान लिया परफॉर्मेंस के बेसिस पे सेलेक्ट हुआ है, तो परफॉर्म किया तो श्रेयस नहीं कर रहा है. अरविंद आत्रेय says, who will bat at 8 and bowl? And Pushpavati has a question. Where is Gaurav Gupta? How much PR he has done? And please justify article that Iyer, his all formats player, really walking wicket in England conditions, in overseas conditions. He was missed in England series. Seriously? Nitin.
I don't think he was missed in England series for the test matches. He's a wonderful white ball bowler, a white ball batter, but he his performances so far have come largely in Asian and subcontinent and Indian conditions. So let's keep that in mind. And Chandresh, if we look at how this team or this team management has operated, they're looking a lot at multi-skilled players. So once outside the top four of Gill and Surya and Tilak Verma, Abhishek obviously offers you dual skills, but I think they would want more players who can offer more than just being only batters. So
So
I
do you
think
see? So do
sorry.
you see a pat? Do you see something in Rinku Singh bowling yesterday in UP T20 as well?
No, but Rinku Singh, Shreyas Iyer does not perform the role of Rinku Singh here, and I really doubt it how in the playing 11 uh, you can fit Rinku Singh if you play Shivam Dubey in the playing 11. Then I don't think you can really give a spot to Rinku here. Rinku will only come as a backup batter. So it's a bit tight. I mean, if you look at the way India have played, they have been very batting heavy till number 8. That is why if you see the scores 297, 281, 247. So they have wanted around 6 or 7 bowlers and also batting at number 8. So I doubt it if in that setup how Rinku Singh fits in. But in between, if you give me a choice of Rinku and Shreyas, then I will any day go with Rinku because he offers you more in the field and also gives you a left-handed option.
Okay, Manuja, there are a few questions. Starting off, Arvind Atreya says, Manuja, why nobody is talking about your Karnataka boy KL Rahul? I'll also take a couple of additional questions as well. Kiran Kumar Sports says, why so many batters in the squad? Dubey, Rinku, Surya, Gill in place of one of these batters. Washington Sundar mostly could have been picked. And Shubman Gill also says, but times have changed and depth of players has changed drastically. The amount of cricket can lead Gill to burnout as it happened with VK. Personally, Gill in test is more valuable. So, three questions for you.
First thing, KL Rahul, I think he missed the T20 bus some time ago. Uh, hasn't been in the reckoning. Then again, we go back to the question of you bring in KL Rahul in place of who? uh, it's very this thing who does it's the same thing like Shreyas. Who do you where do you fit these players in? The only 11 players who can take to the field, and if you are going to get somebody like KL into a squad of 15 and don't play him, I think it's very insulting for a senior player like him. It's like Sanju Samson. If Jitesh Sharma is going to play and is going to play the role of a finisher, uh, he doesn't fit in as your wicket keeper at all. So he's just there in the squad. Uh, Gill burnout, I don't think so. I think there are multiple players who play a multi-format. The intensity of Bumrah and his workload and body is entirely different from a young Shubman Gill. And I think this is the time for him to thrive in 3 formats. I don't see him burning out at all. And sorry, what was
Okay.
I was thinking of Washington Sundar question.
Uh, yeah, Washington Sundar should have been picked in place of so many batters being there.
Uh, More than that, I probably see Harshit Rana sitting out and Shivam Dubey playing. If we are going for that number 8, Harshit Rana doesn't have numbers to back him because the other 4 bowlers pick themselves. So as much as Washington Sundar would have been a very good option, I'll probably go with Dubey there at number 8.
So, Doipan, there are still questions coming in for Jaiswal. Somnath Banerjee says, no Jaiswal means no Rohit in coming one day team. And Amit has a question. Yashasvi was in the World Cup winning squad, T20 World Cup winning squad. Why was he dropped?
See, you have to understand that this selection is a lot about kind of, it is more a case of elimination than selection, and he is there in the mix. He is in that 20. Look at the standbys list. So if he is in the 20, do not see Asia Cup as something like as a World Cup. Don't treat it like that. It is what, like 4 plus 5 meaningful games which India will play looking ahead to the 2026 T20 World Cup, and the teams that we are playing, we will be winning in the process. So don't look at it in isolation. There are 5 more players in the squad who will get their chance, and just Yashasvi Jaiswal is right up there. He's the 16th member of the team, so he will get his chance. But it was a choice between Shubman Gill and Jaiswal. I can quite clearly see that. So in a situation like that, they have gone with the class of Shubman Gill, class, quality, pedigree, brand value, everything, and chose him as the as the player for the time being, because they see him as a captaincy option going forward also. So there are a lot of issues to it. But Yashasvi Jaiswal, I am telling you, is the 16th member of the squad. Look at the standbys list. That is very, very important.
नितिन, क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम कॉस्मिक सीयर, इसे हर्षित किस बेसिस पे सेलेक्ट हुआ? वो बस एक T20 खेला है इंडिया के लिए, और इस आईपीएल में 13 मैचेस में 15 विकेट थी बस. कॉस्मिक सीयर ऑल्सो गोज ऑन टू से, गिल से तो जिम्बाब्वे में ही नहीं खेला गया T20. I think Weapons Dog also agrees with us. And Cosmic Seer also says IPL basis में साई प्रसिद्ध टेस्ट में ले रहे हैं, और टेस्ट बेसिस में गिल को T20 में ले रहे हैं. वाओ. एंड कॉस्मिक सीर ऑल्सो गोज ऑन टू से गिल बीजीटी में ड्रॉप था, नेक्स्ट सीरीज में कैप्टन, और गिल T20 वर्ल्ड कप में ड्रॉप, और अब T20 में वाइस कैप्टन. वाओ, व्हाट अ पीआर.
No, it's not about PR. It's also, you look at the whole package, right? I mean, you just don't. You look at overall potential. You're investing right now in Gill as a long format, or an all format long time leader, so that your next 4 or 5 years are taken care of, and you can build a team around him. So that is that is a given, that they are really looking at Shubman to take this team forward. I also feel that with with uh, with Gill being there as an opening option, what they probably want to guard against is in this quest for high risk, high reward cricket. Supposing there comes a situation where you're 20 for 3, and because then you do not have anyone in the rest of the team who can kind of play a role that Virat Kohli did in the T20 World Cup final, which I think Gill can play. He can work the ball around, he can maneuver the ball for singles and twos, and play the anchor role, so that the other person can play the role that Akshar Patel played in the T20 World Cup final. Whereas if you have Abhishek, Sanju, Tilak, Surya, and the others, Jitesh, then there could be a time, or there could be a game, and in a crucial time, where you might be 120 all out, or 105 all out, which I think at the inclusion of Gill guards against. Uh, as far as him being considered, or Sai Sudarshan being considered for test matches based on what he did in the IPL,
And
let's
Prasidh
take it,
Krishna as well.
and Prasidh Krishna. Let's now you know drill it into our heads that performances in the IPL, in pressure situations, in full houses, tests your temperament, and in this setup, in where they don't really play a lot of warm up matches leading up to big events or big tours. uh, they really look at how a player functions in pressure situations, and that is where the IPL becomes a useful dipstick to to kind of judge a player, and how mentally tough he is. So that is how players like Sai Sudarshan made it, and I don't think he he did very badly in England. I think in that the couple of half centuries or 30s or 40s that he got in tough situations with the new ball. I think those were noteworthy performances, and I think he's also an investment that India are wise to make. So let's go easy on this team, and as Dwaipayan rightly pointed out, let's not treat this as an audition for the World Cup. There are 20 more matches, and I'm sure the other guys who are there in the standbys and also guys who are outside this main list of 20 will be considered in future games. Because let's
Okay,
not
while
take it for granted that Abhishek Sharma, with his kind of approach, is going to succeed consistently.
Okay, there are a bunch of comments while you were speaking, Nitin. So I'll just go through them one by one, and before I throw it to Manuja. We are just humans. Says I don't know if BCCI is a cricket body, but they do make an excellent marketing body who know exactly when and which product to sell, even when their utility is not up to mark. Sayyid Nizamuddin says Gill should focus on test matches only. 3 days gap between Asia Cup final and first test versus India. Cosmic Seer has a series of rants against Gill. गिल ओनली मेक्स रन ऑन फ्लैट विकेट लॉर्ड्स और ओवल में बॉलर फ्रेंडली विकेट हुई तो गिल से कुछ नहीं हुआ और गिल कैसे एशिया कप खेलेगा फिर 3-4 दिन बाद वेस्ट इंडीज टेस्ट सीरीज फिर थोड़े दिन बाद ऑस्ट्रेलिया ओडीआई T20 सीरीज एक T20 परफेक्ट लग रही थी उसमें भी गिल ऐड करके सबका रोल ऊपर नीचे कर दिया व्हाट्स दैट एंड कॉस्मिक सीर सेज गिल डजंट परफॉर्म इन प्रेशर सिचुएशंस विशाल दास सेज गिल हेटर कमेंट So, and after all these comments, in between, there is also a comment. There's a question for Manuja. Pushpawati says, Manuja, ma'am, please answer this question. Which state is Manish Pandey playing in upcoming season? Because I'm from Bengaluru. I am a fan of his. So, a series of rants on Gill plus this question about Manish Pandey.
Okay. Manish Pandey, as of now, has not applied for an NOC from Karnataka, but has been dropped in looking at the future. Rumors have it that he'll play for Uttarakhand, but yeah, nothing decided as yet. I think a lot of these people are waiting for the Maharaja Trophy to get over. They still have a few weeks to go before the BCCI transfer NOC window closes. There will be some retirements as well because I think some of them who don't fit into teams will now also start looking at playing the Legends League and all of those. So you never know, he may either play for another state or you'll find him play for the Indian Legends in the near future. One of the things that I really don't understand is this whole uncertainty about, not even uncertainty, I would say hatred is a very strong word, but dislike towards Shubman Gill. He's a proven player, has shown his leadership skills. He's been chosen for a reason. Just don't cut him off so easily. And playing one format after another is nothing new for players. 3 days is a long time, and it's not that Asia Cup is being held in another continent. They're back in 5 months in India.
So Cosmic Seer says, I'm not Gill hater. मैं जस्ट फैक्ट्स बता रहा हूँ ओडीआई में वो बेस्ट है मैं ये 100% मानता हूँ गो अहेड
Okay. No, that's why I said hate is a very strong word, but I don't think he's done anything wrong to get this kind of negative comments. When he was named the captain for the England series, we knew it was on a long-term basis. There were other contenders. Shubman Gill was chosen as a captain for a reason. And like Dwaipayan pointed out, traditionally, we are a team which prefers one captain across formats. He's a youngster who's like, being groomed into that leadership role. It's only fair that he gets his chances to prove himself across formats. And somebody said about BCCI being a well-marketed this thing. Absolutely, and nothing wrong in that. I want to know which other sporting body in this country markets the sport the way they have done. At the end of the day, we've had leagues across sport. Nobody has been able to change the sport the way BCCI has done for cricket. So if they're marketing it, obviously they're doing something really good. Nothing wrong in marketing the sport. Every sport has to be marketed well. And if anything, I think every sport has to learn from BCCI on how to market the sport.
Weapon Kiran Kumar Sports says, according to Ajit, chief selector, on IPL performance, Gill will be vice captain. That means why not consider Sai Sudarshan, Ruturaj Gaikwad, Prasidh Krishna, Yuzvendra Chahal? That's my question.
Hmm. Yeah, Sai Sudarshan was the highest run getter, but yes, and Sai Sudarshan and Prasidh Krishna are genuine content. Even Chahal, he is right in a way, but the India India is it's a difficult thing. You have to understand that India can have three teams which can beat anybody. If India's third team plays this Asia Cup, I won't be surprised if they go on to become the champion. They are the depth is that much. Like it is Ruturaj probably because he was injured in this IPL, so Ruturaj
He's also
doesn't.
started bowling.
Huh?
He's also started bowling.
But anyway, yeah, but he was injured, so he doesn't feature in this conversation. But I agree. Like Yuzvendra Chahal to me is probably the best T20 spinner India ever had. And he bowls difficult overs, comes in bowls the 19th over. Like he's fantastic. So I partially agree with what he is saying. But the problem with India is, as I am saying, it is very difficult to choose a 15. Like the 40 50 the 40 players that we have in especially in T20 cricket the quality is so much that it boils down to the personal choice of the coach, the captain, the chief selector. Like they have their preferences and they come to a consensus about certain players, and that's how they choose the team. It is not always about numbers. If Ajit has said that, it is not right, because as the viewers are constantly saying that Jaiswal has a better strike rate than Gill. So numbers do not favor Gill. So it is a case of a personal choice also. Like the name that we are not discussing, have not discussed in this conversation, is the name of Gautam Gambhir. He has a massive say in the selection, massive say. So he wants a team that he wants, and his likes and dislikes are very strong. So if those things have to be taken into consideration, the likes and the likes of three people and coming into a consensus. So that is a very big thing.
Nitin, the Gill comments have not stopped. Prasanjit Jena says Gill does not have all shots which is required in T20 cricket, like reverse lap, etc. Cosmic Seer says गिल का भी हाल सेम बाबर जैसा होगा जैसे उन्होंने जबरदस्ती किंग बनाया उसे सम बीसीसीआई सेम बीसीसीआई जबरदस्ती गिल को प्रिंस बनाने में तुली हुई है एंड कॉस्मिक सीर सेज और अय्यर ही जिताया हमें सीट चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी हर मैच और वही परफॉर्म किया नहीं तो अय्यर को तो ओडीआई से भी ड्रॉप कर रहे थे वो तो कोहली
Yeah,
इंजर्ड हो गया था इसलिए अय्यर आ पाया so
correct. I
first
mean,
the Gill
I
comments and then the Iyer comments that has come.
but do you need all the shots? Do you need? I mean, everybody need not be a ABD, no? Everybody need not be a Rishabh Pant. Everybody need not play the falling sweep, falling shot, reverse scoop,
Or
ram,
Harry Brook.
or Harry Brook. You can play. I mean, what he showed during the IPL, Chandresh, was that he could score at 145, 150 despite playing all the shots all along the ground. So he let's not categorize him as a player who cannot innovate. He can innovate. He can also maneuver the ball around. But I think India are looking at him more as what Kohli could do with the T20 team, because right now they are missing a batter with that kind of solidity who can take the innings a bit longer, which kind of frees up the other batters around him to play a bit more aggressively. In this lineup without Gill, I don't think anyone can play that role. And let's as Manuja also said, let's cut him some slack. Right now, what like certain notable actors, which I do not want to name, certain notable actors, just because Sholay was very popular, they like to diss Sholay. So similarly, just because Gill has become very popular and he has become the face of Indian cricket all of a sudden, replacing certain popular faces or certain popular legends. So I think there is a lot of residual love for those legends, which has translated into hate towards Gill. So let's go easy on the guy. Uh, I do not think that India will repent by making him captain, just the way Pakistan did by making Babar as as the captain. Because over here, I think there will be many people who will show Gill the mirror, uh, and which the PCB in earlier regimes, I don't think showed Babar the mirror when it should have been shown. It's only now when he has been demoted from the contracts list that somebody has really shown him the mirror. So I don't think that is going to happen with Gill.
So were you speaking about Gulfam Asad? Okay. Anyway, Kiran Kumar Sports, Manuja, this is for you. Gill is playing like gully cricket. He started opening after he came one down in England series. He came number 4. He plays as comfortable, not for team. This is international or gully cricket. Ryder XXX says, let them all hate, dislike Gill. He will shine in flying colors. Uh, and we are just human says, does BCCI play soft politics when they put a player in a leadership role when they lock the player lock into another format? So if results don't go their way, then it is becoming zero sum game where nobody loses. So basically, today's hate figure is Shubman Gill.
Uh, Talking about batting positions, why not look at it this way, that his adaptability. Uh, it's not gully cricket, but he goes out there and performs in whichever position he's been asked to. We saw that in BGT, where adaptability is one of Shubman Gill's strengths. And again, why? I mean, there have been, like Nitin said, legends in the past who faltered, whose position in the team has been subtly, questioned, but it didn't take people long to stand by them. Uh, Gill is just starting out as a leader. It's only fair that for the better, the good of Indian cricket, he's backed. uh, Negativity, I don't think, serves the purpose of Indian cricket at all. And again, against an individual, at the end of the day, it's a team sport, uh, and he's been chosen uh, as a man who can lead that team. So whether you like it or not, I think he's there to stay, and he's going to prove that.
Okay. So final lot of comments. Dwepen, what's your prediction about the Asia Cup?
As in, what will happen?
Yes.
They will win. It's not much of a challenge for them.
Again, your dog is agreeing with you.
Yeah, dog is probably agreeing or disagreeing, God knows. But but India will. India should win. As I said yesterday, it's like taking a penalty for India. If they don't win, if they win, there's not much credit. If they don't win, it's significant face loss because the opposition is below par.
So you think that if India doesn't win Asia Cup, Shubman Gill is captain during the T20 World Cup as well?
No. Surya Kumar Yadav will stay the Indian T20 captain till the 2026 World Cup.
What if India loses Asia Cup, Australia, South Africa, New Zealand? Then what happens?
I don't think they will lose everything. That is too much of a stretch. It's very difficult for them to lose. I have been watching Australia, South Africa, etc. I have been watching these teams. Like these are these are teams that are not going to beat India every day. Like once in 4 matches, once in 3 matches, okay. Australia, I have seen they are getting beaten to South Africa also. No great shakes. This Mitchell Owen, we have better players.
Okay. Nitin, what's your prediction about the Asia Cup?
Even if India plays to 50% of their ability, I think they'll be champions. There should be no doubt. I mean, they will have. It has to be, Chandresh, a mixture of India having a very bad day or days, and the opposition having one of their best days, which I don't think both will happen on the same day.
And do you see a change in captaincy
No,
during the
no,
T20
no,
World
no,
Cup?
no. I mean, they have gone. They were very adamant. I mean, of appointing Surya. This was their project 2026 in 2024 when Surya was made the captain
Because they
over
could have
Hardik.
appointed Hardik. Yeah, they
Yeah,
could have
over
appointed Hardik.
Hardik Pandya. So,
Yeah.
so I think they were very keen that they want Surya as captain in for the 2026 World Cup. But after 2026, I'm sure he will be asked to move away.
Okay. One thing is certain. Nobody can accuse Ajit Agarkar of bias because he's not selected two players from Mumbai. You can see the face of both Nitin and myself. We are so heartbroken today. Manuja, what's your prediction for the Asia Cup?
Yeah. Like both of them said, I can't find enough reasons for India not to win it. Uh, for India's explosive batting lineup not to come good. There are only that many bad days they can have if they can have, and I think we also have a very good bowling attack. Uh, Such a well-rounded team should go the distance. Don't see this thing, but I think there is going to be some amount of pressure on Gill, especially the top order. But I don't see India not winning the trophy.
And do you see Gill leading India in the T20 World Cup?
No, I think Surya Kumar Yadav it is.
Surya Kumar Yadav it is. And before I go, there's a taunt or a comment from somebody saying, "Thoda bowlers pe bhi baat kar lo." So just, and the question is about Kuldeep. Just one final round of comments. Dwaipan, will we finally see Kuldeep playing, or will he only be sitting on the bench during the Asia Cup as well?
See, this is, I think, the games your Bumrah plays, they will be happy to play five bowlers, and that means that 9, 10, and 11 are two pacers and one spinner, which is Varun Chakravarti. In a situation like that, uh, in some of the games, Kuldeep may have to sit out. But I'm guessing first couple of games, not first couple of games, the UAE game and the Oman game, Bumrah 100% will not play. So in that game, Kuldeep may get a look in, something like that. They may have six bowlers, but India is going to play eight batters. That is Gautam Gambhir's strategy. So if they are going to play eight batters, then it becomes a choice between Varun and Kuldeep for the one wrist spinner slot. So it becomes a toss up. So that the team management will have to take a call who they are comfortable with. At the moment, it seems Varun has the upper.
Nitin, Kuldeep will play or no?
I agree with Dwaipan here. I mean, if they play eight batters, because I don't think you can play seven batters and afford to have your tail start with Kuldeep, Arshdeep, Bumrah, and Varun. That will kind of take away the license of freedom from the top order. What I think the what the security that Jadeja used to give at number 8 in white ball formats, I don't think this team has that security if they don't play Shivam Dubey or 8 batters. So playing both Varun and Kuldeep, I think, will be a luxury which I don't think India can afford batting wise. One of the two, but I think if they pick both, then I think it'll have to be at the cost of a pacer.
Yeah, Manuja, if anything, India must learn from the mistake that South Africa made last year, because after Klaasen and Miller, and to some extent Janssen, they had nobody, and they struggled because of that in the T20 World Cup final. Do you think that will be like a guide for India when they're picking 11s during the Asia Cup or going forward? You're on mute, Manuja. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't think so. I think in terms of 11, it's going to be hard to pick. Do we go with Varun or Kuldeep? Varun could be a more a better option, I would say, in terms of picking himself. Like Nitin said, 8 slots. You have 4 slots for bowlers. Uh, in that sense, I think Varun Chakravarti does have a slight edge over Kuldeep. Playing both of them in the squad will be difficult. But no, we are not going to South Africa. I think
Yeah,
we're more
this is the
sorted than.
moment. Yeah, the moment you took Varun Chakravarti's name, Dwaipayan's face lit up. One more player from Tamil
Chandru,
Nadu.
Chandru, I will just add one thing, just in case the pitches are like the Champions Trophy pitches where there is it's turns as much, then there could be a case of one pacer, maybe Bumrah and Hardik, and then we can play 4 spinners, uh, which may have Kuldeep. So we need to see how the pitches are also in Dubai, because that was in March. So yeah,
So
so
these will be
tired
fresher
people.
pitches. These will be
Yeah, with the
fresher
start of the
pitches.
season.
So, yeah,
Start of the
yeah.
Yeah,
season.
it's the
So,
start
yeah.
of the season, so it may not be similar. But if it was like that, then there could be a case for 2 pacers and 4 spinners,
Yeah,
which
it's going to
includes
be.
Kuldeep.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. We'll obviously be analyzing every aspect in the lead up to the Asia Cup, during the Asia Cup, and even after the Asia Cup. Right here on TOI Sports, Beyond the Boundaries, the name of the show. All you need to do is keep liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting on all our videos. Be part of the conversation with all our esteemed guests. Thanks a lot, Dwepen, Manuja, Nitin, for joining us today.
Thank you.
And we'll be back tomorrow analyzing further in the lead up to the Asia Cup. That's it for today from all of us and from our backend team. And thank you to everyone watching us today and every day. We'll be back soon. Till then, take very good care of yourselves. It's goodbye and God bless.